Hey guys, it's the Loud Guys. Today we are going to react to the Great Dictator speech by Charlie Chaplin. And the thing is, like, as far as I know about Charlie Chaplin, I have never heard any of his speeches because he's not known for his speeches. He's known for his funny way of acting and doing all of things. And the thing is, he was one of the best mute actors you can say because the way he could do all those things with he could be very funny with his walk. He can be funny with his style. Everything about him is funny, and I've never ever heard him say something. So this might be the first time I'm hearing him say something. And this is like the Great Dictator speech. The Great Dictator is his movie, so it is a speech in this movie. So what it is, let us all see.
Yes, this movie was released in 1940, so it's really an old movie. And the director of this movie was also Charlie Chaplin, and I also know him as a comedian. Like he used to, act and make people laugh while don't even speaking a word. And the other person who was a silent actor and comedian we know is Mr. Bean. Like he was also a silent comedian, but we used to watch him a lot as kids. And his cartoon is also there, and he used to be so funny while just acting and giving people messages. And same with the Charlie Chaplin. But yeah, we know him. We even read about him a lot. We used to read his lessons in school. But yeah, I haven't watched any of his movies, and I haven't even heard his voice ever. So yes, this is going to be a speech by Charlie Chaplin in the movie. So yes, let's just watch it out at what he has to say in this speech and what kind of speech is this.
Yes, and recently we have been watching all those emotional speeches and all. So I think so this might be related to them because you guys have recommended this to us. So let's watch the video.
I'm sorry, but I don't want to be an emperor. That's not my business. I don't want to rule or conquer anyone. I should like to help everyone if possible. Jew, Gentile, black man, white. We all want to help one another. Human beings are like that.
Wow.
We want to live by each other's happiness, not by each other's misery. We don't want to hate and despise one another. In this world there's room for everyone, and the good earth is rich and can provide for everyone. The way of life can be free and beautiful, but we have lost the way. Greed has poisoned men's souls, has barricaded the world with hate,
Yes.
has goose-stepped us into misery and bloodshed. We have developed speed, but we have shut ourselves in.
Oh.
Machinery that gives abundance has left us in want. Our knowledge has made us cynical, our cleverness hard and unkind. We think too much and feel too little. More than machinery, we need humanity. More than cleverness, we need kindness and gentleness. Without these qualities, life will be violent and all will be lost. The aeroplane and the radio have brought us closer together. The very nature of these inventions cries out for the goodness in men, cries out for universal brotherhood, for the unity of us all. Even now, my voice is reaching millions throughout the world. Millions of despairing men, women, and children, victims of the system that makes men torture
At that point
and
of time.
imprison innocent people. To those who can hear me, I say, the misery that is now upon us is but the passing of greed, the bitterness of men who fear the way of human progress. The hate of men will pass, and dictators die. And the power they took from the people will return to the people.
Wow.
And so long as men die, liberty will never perish. Soldiers, don't give yourselves to brutes. Men who despise you, enslave you, who regiment your lives, tell you what to do, what to think, and what to feel, who drill you, diet you, treat you like cattle, use you as cannon fodder. Don't give yourselves to these unnatural men, machine men, with machine minds and machine hearts. You are not machines. You are not cattle. You are men.
Wow.
You have the love of humanity in your hearts. You don't hate. Only the unloved hate. The unloved and the unnatural. Soldiers, don't fight for slavery. Fight for liberty. In the 17th chapter of St. Luke it is written, the kingdom of God is within man, not one man nor a group of men, but in all men, in you.
Wow.
You, the people, have the power to create machines, the power to create happiness. You, the people, have the power to make this life free and beautiful, to make this life a wonderful adventure. then in the name of democracy, let us use that power. Let us all unite. Let us fight for a new world, a decent world that will give men a chance to work, that will give youth a future and old age a security. By the promise of these things, brutes have risen to power, but they lie. They do not fulfill that promise. They never will. Dictators free themselves, but they enslave the people. Now let us fight to fulfill that promise. Let us fight to free the world, to do away with national barriers, to do away with greed, with hate and intolerance. Let us fight for a world of reason, a world where science and progress will lead to all men's happiness. Soldiers, in the name of democracy, let us all unite!
Wow.
What a speech it was really by Charlie Chaplin. For the first time we were listening to his voice and anything by him, and it was so emotional, so up to the point. It got us goosebumps literally. It was before independence. It was of 1940, and at that time he was delivering such a speech, it was so heart touching speech really, when he said, the kingdom of God lies within men, not one man or group. That really makes sense. Like nowadays, even some people wants to like kind of dominate every other person, and it's not fair actually. There is no leader, there is a whole like team, you can say. And the other thing that he said that really touched my heart was that don't hate, just love, because unnatural man hates people, and natural men don't do this thing, don't do this bullshit. They just give love and take love, and even if someone is not being so good to you, you be good to them, and the karma will instantly follow you, right? So that's what were the two things that I loved a lot in this speech. But yes, the whole speech was really emotional and really heart touching. I just love this video.
Actually, the thing is, like, this was at that time, and there was so many like monarchs and dictators in the world. There was Hitler and all those guys, and I think so. He took the kind of you can say the voice modulation of of Hitler only at the last only, because at the last he was like the way he was saying you should do this, you should do that in a very loud voice. I have heard like Hitler saying speeches like this only. So he was kind of trying to unite people against all these dictators who are ruining the world, because like all they at that point of time there were many dictators in the world, but now we can just see like China, North Korea, and some of the other countries where they have such kind of monarchs and people who are ruling the world, single person who's ruling their whole country. But nowadays, like, he would be very happy to see what it is now. Like more and more countries are living happily, and more countries are having democracy, and they are respecting the power of the people. So he was very emphasized on that. Like he said, like the power which is like lying with just one person will shift on to the people only, and some or the other day the people will get all the power and will make sure they will bring happiness to the world. So how did you guys find this video? Do let us know in the comment section below. So do like, share, and
Subscribe to our channel. Bye.
bye.